Hi, and welcome back to Pittman's Pumpkin Patch. It's May 28, 2012, and I got quite a few things to talk about on this episode. As you can see, I have half of the hoop house covered in agribon. That's that special cloth right there that you see, and it is dug in. I have it zip tied onto the PVC frame, okay, and down here I dug a trench out and buried some of the material down in there, okay, you can see along there, and just covered it back up and tamped it down. Okay, so that's going to make it pretty much skin tight. And this is going to be, this end's not done yet because this is going to be where my door is. I'm just not quite sure how I'm going to do it, whether I'm going to use Velcro, whether I'm just going to ball it up and clamp it with some C-clamps. Exactly how I'm going to do that, I'm not sure just yet. So you can see it goes up, one piece goes up to about all the way up to the top. I'm going to have to order a second one and then do the same for this side to seal it up. Okay. So, like I said, this is that special bug barrier cloth that allows 90% of the sunlight to come through, water and air, and it keeps out the real nasty bugs, that the squash bugs and squash vine borers. Now, this stuff is very thin and it tears very easily, and I've already had a couple incidents where the wind, before I could get it tied down or buried under there, the wind came and ripped some of it. So I may get a whole season out of this, I don't know. Maybe next year, depending on what happens, I might go to a thicker cloth. It'll allow less light in, but it may be more durable, so it's kind of a trade-off. So you can see half of it's done there, and it's kind of, let me show you on the inside what it kind of looks like. Okay, it's kind of cool looking inside. Also, you see on the ground, I've installed a drip irrigation system. I have a timer in the back hooked up, and garden hose runs all the way out here, and it hooks up into the drip line, and I put in emitters, little things you just kind of push into the tubing, and it drips the water out right where you need it. And as this gets, the vines start to grow later on and start to move down, of course they'll start putting down tap roots, usually on the bottom of the vine where a stem and leaf is usually at. That's where the tap root usually goes down. And what I'll probably do is I'll put another emitter in and run some tubing down. Sometimes they call it spaghetti tubing, and I'll run that down to where that tap root is and let it drip some water down there, so that will help out the plant too. And I just use these little not tent stakes, but these little stakes, stainless steel stakes. And let me see if I can zoom in on that one. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Yeah, I think there you are. Okay. And that just kind of holds the tubing down and everything. So that's what's going on with that. Let me show you some of the plants down here where I'm at. I am on the Mr. Wrinkles part of the patch, and as you can see, I'm starting to get a true leaf starting to grow here, and these are still the cotyledon leaves, the baby ones, and this is the true leaf starting there. That one hasn't really developed as fast yet. Okay, and as you can see, another true leaf right here starting. And I transplanted this one yesterday. I'm not sure if it's going to make it or not because some of the roots got damaged a little bit when I was getting it out of the pot. So I tried it anyways, and we'll see what happens. See if it survives. Okay. Again, those are Mr. Wrinkles. There's another Mr. Wrinkles there. And there you can see the true leaves are starting to come up. And now here's one of my Howden plants. Okay, and you can see the true leaf right here, starting on that one. Excuse me. I did, in this empty hole here, I put some more seeds in. I'm trying to remember Oh yeah, I put some jack-o'-lantern seeds in there. My stepdaughter got me last year, and so since my Howden didn't grow in that one, I decided to put some jack-o'-lantern seeds in. So it'll be a few days before they start to germinate. And I did the same over there on that empty hole. More jack-o'-lanterns, and down, well, I'll get to it when I get down there. More Howdens. You can see this true leaf is starting to get a little bit bigger. More true leaves right there. Now this one's probably my best grown one so far. It's a Howden, and true leaf is getting a little bit bigger there. Okay. Another Howden right there. Like I said, this is the empty hole where I put jack-o'-lanterns, and now here's the oh, let's see, what did I put in that hole? Oh, charisma. Yeah. And so you can see a true leaf on that one, and more charisma there. Now in this empty hole right here, my wife got me some prize winner pumpkins. I haven't looked it up to see whether those are Peppo or Maxima. Probably Maxima. Everything in here is a Peppo. But I'll have to go look that up. But this particular pumpkin's supposed to grow up to around 300 pounds or more. I don't know if I'll get that, but I figured I'd try it. You know, I got plenty of other pumpkins, so I figured I'd just experiment with it and see what happens. Okay, like I said, here's charisma. I need a little true leaf on that one, and a little true leaf on that one. Okay. Now, out here, of course, there's the drip line. I ran it out underneath, dug a little trench underneath there, buried it along with the cloth. It comes out there, and on this side, right here, this is a Cinderella pumpkin. They got in the ground a little bit later, so they're not quite as developed, but they have some big true leaves. My daughter we took her Cinderella pumpkin that pretty much lasted all the way through spring, and we took some seeds out of there because we had pretty good success with that, and I planted some more of her Cinderella seeds in there and down there as well. Now they just been in the last couple days, so it's going to be a little while. Over here, and these three, I have Big Macs. Okay, right there, there, and there. And of course, they already got a true leaf growing on them and things like that. And they've got pretty big cotyledon leaves. And so, what I'm going to do out here in this part of the patch, this is going to be my control group. Obviously, it's not going to be covered with that Agribond material. Okay. And but I have other things that I'm going to be using out here: diatomaceous earth, neem oil, toilet paper tubes, and everything to protect the stems where they come out of the ground there, because the squash vine borers like to lay their eggs, or lay an egg right there, and they drill right into your stem there and right into the vine, and kills your plants pretty quickly, and you won't even know it until the damage is already done. And so what I'm going to do also is come out here, and I'm going to till up this ground, and you know, and try to make everything pretty much as same as the inside here in the hoop house, except for, you know, there's not going to be any covering, any row cover. So that's what's going on out here. Been pretty darn busy, late nights and everything. And you see here at the end of the drip line, I just kinked it back and put a little fixture on it that clamps it down, and things are pretty busy. So, oh, and why not? I got a little bit of other plants over here, some tomato plants. You can see right there that I have some tomatoes are starting to grow on here. 3 of them on there, and 3 on here, and So, and I got some more tomato plants I went out and bought them, and this bell pepper plant right here is doing pretty good. I got some more bell pepper back there. I had to come and replant some of these because they just were not doing like I would like them to do. So I put some more good stuff down there. And over here's my basil. I've already taken some off and used it in my cooking, so I'm experimenting with that. So I can't wait to use some of that basil with some of that fresh tomato down here. That's going to be awesome. So, alright. Well, it does say welcome. Anyways, from Pittman's Pumpkin Patch. I'll talk to you later. If you got any comments or questions, look on my website, and near the top or in the first little paragraph there, and it has my email address if you want to send in comments or have any questions about anything. Alright? Y'all have a good one. Bye.